Welcome back from the break. The WA government is planning to trial new drumline technology to help tag, track and relocate sharks off the coast of WA. In this week's Vox Pop, Alex asked the Perth public what they think of the plan.
What do you think about the new drumlines, the smart shark technology?
I think we need to be doing everything we can to explore non-lethal ways of dealing with the issue. So, yeah, I'm for it.
Definitely. It's really awful to kill sharks that aren't actually a problem to us. Yeah, they need to be in the food chain. Yeah, otherwise we just end up with the really big white pointers. So we don't want that.
Well, the drum lines, they're a controversial topic, but I'm a supporter of them. I think it's a good way, it's a good alternative to killing the sharks, which I'm not a big fan of. And I think it's a good way to relocate them and tag them and keep track of them without harming the sea life.
I think it's better than the alternative, which would be to kill them. So yeah, I'm happy. You?
I'd agree. Yeah. I am a little bit worried about the wildlife being caught in them, but yeah.
Do you feel like the relocating will have any effect on it at all?
I think that there's so much we don't know yet about, the way that sharks coexist and, their patterns, their cycles. I think that will help us to do that. So it's a good thing.
Do you feel like the tracking will aid with just general information?
Yeah, I think that's what we're missing. They always say that it's a bit of a mystery as to what these sharks actually do, where they come from and what they do in the meanwhile. So, yeah, I think that's better to get more information always.
Part of it is to track them so we can learn more about their migration habits and what brings them to shore. Do you feel like this is important in helping understand them?
Yeah, in some aspects, yes, but if at the end of the day it's going to hurt them or disrupt what they do naturally, at the end of the day we're going into their habitat. So, yeah, it's not their fault that they do what is just natural. It'd be our fault going into their habitat, yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I haven't really given it much thought, but I would agree. I think it's important that we find out what's bringing them to shore and just the increase in recent years. But I wouldn't want to see any harm brought to them because, yeah, we're approaching into their territory. Yep.
Yeah, it is. It's not something I'm too interested in, but I'm sure there are people, marine biologists and the like, that would be interested in studying that sort of stuff.
And with the tags, they can locate them when they get within a certain distance from the beach. Do you feel like that's good, with alerting the public and that?
Absolutely. I think that's probably the main advantage for beachgoers.
I do think it's important because I think we need other tools in our toolkit and how to manage the issue. So I think this is a very proactive way of going about it.
Yeah, I really always like the idea of tagging the sharks because it actually protects them. Yeah, and we get more information. Yeah.
And this is Alex for Undercurrent.
Chinese New Year for 2019 is almost upon us. WTV reporter Angela spoke with President Ding Xiaoping from the Changhua Association about the cultures and traditions involved in this fantastic celebration.
My name is Ding Xiaoping, the president of Changhua Association in WA. The Changhua Association was established in 1909, the first ethnic organization in Perth. It's representing for Chinese community for over 100 years. We have a lot of activities. In Changhua, the core objects is welfare, education, cultural activities. Changhua Associations play a very important role in WA Chinese community. The Chinese in Perth, I would say about 50% from South Asian countries and other countries, and 50% from mainland of China. The population will be reach about 150,000 in Perth. Chinese New Year is lunar year, which is follow the Chinese calendar. The Chinese calendar is more follow the moon circulates, so we call different months, So New Year, Chinese New Year actually follow Chinese calendar. We have done 7 years Chinese New Year fair in Northbridge, and from first year we attract about 20,000 up to last year 90,000 people come to Northbridge. You can tell the people as long as people know the activities, people will come over because they are enjoy, this kind of a celebration. There are lots of elements of the culture, not only just Chinese culture. Also, we bring in some of the other community culture into Northbridge as well. For example, we have a multicultural parade, multicultural concert, all those elements in there. So the people, the whole WA's residents very, very enjoy this event. We have a lot of celebrations in WA in Chinese community. The biggest celebration would be the post-Zhongfa Chinese New Year Fair in Northbridge, which will be going to be on next Sunday on 10th of February. We block 3 streets, which is Lake Street, James Street, and part of the William Street. We have stores there. We have a lot of cultural performance. We have stores with a lot of cultures, foods, goods, and also some cultural performance in the stores too. Then at the night time, we have one free concert, start from 7 to 9:30 at the night in Piazza. So all day would be very, very busy in Northbridge. Chinese has the history record over 5,000 years. That's very ancient countries. The culture was built up through such a long period. So a lot of people already understand Chinese culture. The Chinese culture not only just celebrated and enjoyed by Chinese community, also the whole WA, the other society, other community join Chinese Chinese New Year to celebrate together, because people know Chinese New Year, people understand the culture of Chinese, and also some of people who don't know and they start learning and they feel very interested. Chinese people who leave their mother country, come to another country to settle down, and of course the culture is very important for Chinese to get them to understand each other, and also to reach the local society multicultural purpose. So we of course have to bring the other countries' culture to this country to celebrate, to share together with the local people. You can see Chinese, if you ever work with Chinese, you can find almost all the Chinese are working very hard. Lots of the Chinese would like to do business. Also, they are very helpful. They like to make friends with people. Others will be cultural. Can see some of the Asian cultures, Eastern culture, Oriental cultures. So all those cultures is a lot of Chinese element in there, including like Japanese, Koreans, or South Asian countries. Their culture, a lot of cultures original from China. I would wish the community of the Chinese, all the Chinese local, they can have a very happy Chinese New Year, the year of the peach. Bring all of us and all of the people in the WA the happiness, the proposed New Year. Thank you.
That's all we have time for on this week's episode of Undercurrent. If you have any questions about the stories or any feedback at all, please don't hesitate to let us know. You can email us via our website, wtvperth.com.au, or you can hit us up on our socials. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Deanna Cooney. I hope you have a fantastic week, and please stay cool and out of the sun.